lighting's done, terrace edges is done. The next part is we're putting iron trapdoors on top of the irrigation channels. So I was gonna have like a little ditch, right? So the irrigation channel was gonna be cobblestone slab and then so waterlogged cobblestone slab, so it looks like a shadow ditch. But the villagers being villagers, what they will do is they will try to jump out of the irrigation channel onto the farmland. And when they jump out, they break the farmland. Can you believe it? You could just walk out, but they don't walk out. They jump out. And that breaks everything. So what I need to do is to cover the top of the irrigation channels with trapdoors so they don't go in and they don't jump out. Right? So like here when they jump out of this, they break the farmland. So a lot of iron trapdoors, which use up a lot of iron. Let me put the bucket back. What are we doing? You know what? Let me put that back. How many iron? Trapdoors do I get? I get 15. Use four iron ingots to make one trapdoor. Oh, what a disaster. Alright, we're gonna spam a lot of iron doing this. You know what? Let me just get all of that. Oh man, that's not even close to enough. Alright, get another stack. Well, let's see how far this goes. Probably not very far. So all the top of this is covered in iron trapdoors. Like that. And so then you just walk up and walk down and you never get into the water. I can still get into here. Right, nice. Uh, Iron trapdoors because you can't open them unless you use redstone. Not that any of the mobs will open trapdoors, but just to be safe. Right, so you just walk across everything. Uh, mm, the downside is that any wheat that sits on top of the iron trapdoors will not get picked up by the hoppers underneath. So that's a bit of a downside. there. And then so there's this thing here. Never mind. Wow, lagging. Mm, there. A lot more trapdoors. One, two. A lot more iron. I guess I'm gonna AFK for iron during the week. Let's do 4. Oh. Is it easy if I just go the opposite side? It is. Is that right? Right. Right. Down here. Down here. And that shouldn't be like that. I'm still holding mud bricks. Let me just break those. Alright, it should be like that. And then irrigation. I guess we end there. Oh no. Right. Northwest quadrant. They might jump out from there to there. Not sure if that's possible. Let me look at this. So slabs on the terrace edges. Iron trapdoors on top of the irrigation channels are pretty good. How much time do I have? Maybe like 7 or 8 minutes. Let me keep going. Also, before I did write down what I need to do. Lighting is done. Closing the central reservoir is done. Terrace edge slabs is done. So we're up to cover irrigation. Right? And then we need farmer housing. And then we need to move the villagers. And then we need to convert all the terraces to farmland. And then compost bins and then beds. So the compost bins and beds come last because the villagers... I want everything to be ready before the villagers start farming. So that's what we're gonna do. Sequence. For now, we are covering the irrigation channels. Um, how should I do this? Right, this level is covered. diagonal bits. Right, diagonal bits. So far so good. Running out of trapdoors though. Uh, Alright, I'm out of trapdoors. Let's step back for a bit. So during the week, I'm gonna have to AFK for iron, maybe AFK for cobblestone a little bit. And alright, things are going well. So next week, finish covering the irrigation channels with trapdoors. And then we build the villager housing. And I did mark out where the housing is gonna go, right? So the signs. So like here, for example, 6 beds here. And then there's another one like back there. Build the housing. And then convert everything to farmland. Oh, right, no. Cover irrigation, farmer housing, and then we move 2 villagers. We're gonna breed 2 villagers and move the 2 babies over here. And then convert all the farmland. And then kill all the animals. So there's a bunch of animals in here right now. I don't think they spawn on farmland, they spawn on grass. So once we get rid of all the grass, we kill all the animals so they stop like laying eggs in the farm and stuff like that. And then compost bins, and then the beds, and then the village should start running. But we still have to do the storage system after that. Alright, so all of that is next week onwards. For now, let me take a break here. Let me take a look around, and then I'll see you next week, right? So we're up to here. Alright, see you next time.